So it's been a while since I did a video on the truck. I was almost done at the point where all I needed to do was put the exhaust and get the alignment. Engine's running good, everything was running good, except for the brakes. The cam I put in it didn't produce much vacuum at all. It produced about 7 to 10 inches of vacuum, where these guys, your power brakes, need about 15 to 18 inches of vacuum. And so the car really wasn't stopping good. You had to use two legs to stop it. It would run out of vacuum real quick and just wouldn't stop. And I didn't want to take it down to the shop and have them put the brakes, not the brakes, have them do the alignment, put the mufflers in and run it through the wall in the shop. So I started working on the brake system. So I realized I didn't have enough vacuum, so I put a vacuum pump on it. And the vacuum pump would get you up to 23, but it didn't get you up and keep it there long enough for me to feel comfortable. Just driving down my driveway, hit the brakes 3 times, and by 3 times I was out of vacuum. And this thing would catch up if I waited for a second. But I was afraid that if I ever got into traffic here in Dallas, I'd run out of vacuum just stopping in, traffic. So kind of made me nervous. So then I added a container. So now I have a vacuum pump and a vacuum container. Figuring maybe, that'd give me longer time, enough time for it to catch up. Not good. I even tried going, this is 7-inch. I went up to a 9-inch. Figured that'd give me more space for vacuum. Still didn't work. So then what I did, where this whole thing started a little over 3 months ago, I decided I was going to go with Hydroboost. So I ordered from this guy, and I'm probably going to butcher his name, and I don't mean to, Sweeney, Sweeting. They make Hydroboost systems for these old trucks, and called the guy up. Well, actually, called up because, he's got an online website. It's not the best, but it works, right? And but I called him up, left him a voicemail. He called me right back and told me that he had a lot of orders. It would take 4 weeks to get to it, and he can get me the product out to me, work on my truck. So what he did was I placed the order, and I took my granddaughter, went up to Yellowstone, which Yellowstone flooded, never got in, but we took a nice long vacation. Figured by the time I got back, I'd have the part. I get back, no part, call the guy, no answer, send emails, no answer, call the guy, no answer, send emails, no answer, and that process went on for a while. Finally, he answered and says, I don't know when I'm going to be ready, but things are moving forwards. Don't know when I'm going to get to you, but, things are moving out the door. So I waited 8 weeks, nothing. Waited 10 weeks, nothing. Tried reaching out to the guy, never answers his phone, never answers voicemail, never answers email, nothing like that. So finally I got with my bank. I always use a credit card, not a debit card, when you buy high dollar tickets. So I called my bank, told them I want to dispute it, get my money back, and that all worked out pretty good. And I should have went with this company right here. CPP, not CC, it's CPP, and they make Hydroboost. So I'm going to open this box and see what's in it. So you're going to see with me what's inside this thing. And Hydroboost work off your power steering. So you don't have to worry about vacuum, especially if you got a diesel or you have a high performance engine with a big cam in it that's not producing any vacuum. Stay away from the pumps, stay away from the containers. They're a Band-Aid, and I don't like the way they work. So I'm going to go Hydroboost. I'm going to open this guy up and see what it's got in it. And I'm going to do a series, because I got to take what I did with the vacuum boost out, take my master cylinder out, and put this puppy in. I'm going to do a series of videos so you can see what it is. Now these things are going to run you for the whole kit pretty close to, shipped and everything, about $1,000. So they're not cheap. That's why I didn't go with it in the beginning. I thought maybe I could save some money But I'd rather be safe than sorry driving this truck after all this time I put into it. So, pretty good packaging. And here it is. Now I opted to get their master cylinder with it. It's a little bit bigger than the standard one because you got more pressure coming out of this guy than there we go. You got more pressure coming out of this guy, stopping power, than you do in a vacuum. So to use a little bit bigger master cylinder, brake master cylinder, which has got a bigger bore in it to push more pressure, because this guy's going to push. So it all kind of works together, they said. And so this here is the Hydroboost. The main piece that makes this all work for me is this adapter right here that they put on it, that's going to go and connect to my undermount brake assembly that's under the frame. So this is made to go under the frame. They do make ones that go in your firewall. I don't have that set up. I have it set up underneath the frame, and that's where this guy's going to go. They do give you, this will come off here, but this will screw into my system, and this guy will come off. So it should all work, and I'll be working on that. I also got the hose kit. What else is in here? Oh, and because I ordered something, they gave me a fender mat. So this fender mat, and I'll get back to this in a second, show you the hose kit. But they're giving away these fender mats that you can put on your fender while you're working. I think they had a hat and stuff like that. I upped for the fender mat. Now I got a couple of these things. But little freebie. Looks like a doormat for the fender. So, hose kit. Now, because it's underneath, you need the longer hose kit. I think they make them 4 feet and 6 feet or something like that. Well, you got to get the 6-foot one to reach from underneath your frame. And these things got staples in it. I hate them because I happen to always grab my fingers on them. So what they give you, well, they gave me the upgraded hose kit. I wanted the black. Well, I got the stainless. That's fine. I guess I didn't have the black one. This is the upgraded hose kit. I ordered the black one. The stainless braided is the upgraded. You know, I don't have a lot of chrome and stainless in the truck, so yeah, it'll work. But they give you all the pieces. You got all the pieces that connect to your rack, if you have a rack, the pump. They give you the pieces to the pump. I already have that plumbed in because I got everything set up for 6AN. And so they give you all the 6ANs for it also. Half of this is done, and then the other half has these reusable connectors. Some of the things I ordered with this is there's a filter to keep the power steering fluid clean, which this guy needs. So I got the filter, that will go in. I got a straight 6AN connector because it's going to work better for me, and this guy here is going to go in. And these I've used before, and they screw onto this really nice. So I'm looking forward to putting this in. Hydroboost works off your power steering, so it goes from your pump to this, from this to your power steering, This will have a return line that goes to the pump, and your power steering will have a return line. It gives you a T to connect it all together. There's a T in here. I doubt you can see it, but there is a T in here, trust me. And that will tee in to the return line, which is this guy, to your pump. Now, the special way of doing that they have to set it up, and when I get into tearing out the old booster brake system and get into this, I got to put it on my lift. I got to get the car off the lift that I'm working on, get this eye on to install this guy. It's going to require me to move some of my brake lines because it is moving this whole assembly. If this was where the mount is that goes up to your brake pedal, right? This area is longer by, I think, about 2 inches than my other one. So all my lines are going to move further backwards. So I'm going to have to move them. And that will go in when I get there. Now, it should be easy enough since I already have it plumbed for the connectors. There's a lot of work I don't need to do, but I'll go over that once I do the video on putting this in. So, what did I learn out of all this? This kit was about $100 more than the other guys, and I was trying to save money, which cost me 3 months of not getting a product. Actually 3.5 months, because it took me 2 weeks to get this. They sent it in 2 weeks. From the time I ordered it to the time I got it was about 2 weeks from CPP. The other guy, it's almost 3 months, and he was still telling me I had to wait a few more weeks to get it. You only got, well, with my credit card, you only got 3 months to put it in dispute to get your money back. So if I would have went past 3 months, and if this guy decided not to pay me back, he would have kept all my money. He did try a restocking fee, which I kind of got upset over that, because how can you charge me a restocking fee when you never shipped or delivered a product? I never received it, he never shipped it out, but he was going to charge me a restocking fee. And so I made sure that my credit card company was going to get that back. I think I got it back already, but you know, why even try? You don't send me a product and you're going to try to charge me a $40 restocking fee when you didn't even ship it out. So, and you tell me 4 weeks, and we're 3 months into it, and I can't even get emails or find out where you're missing a part, where you're waiting on a part. No information like that. His conversations were more like, things are moving, I'll get to it shortly. And that's it. And I think that was the most out of 3 months I got out of this guy. So you can tell I wasn't happy with him. But I hope the guy has more business than he can handle, and he's doing great. It's just not a company for me to deal with when I got to wait for a product. He promised me in 4 weeks, and 3 months later get nothing, and I have to go to my bank to get my money back and everything else. So my credit card company. But great product. This is going to help me stop this little beast here. The cam I put in it doesn't produce vacuum, and that's the thing with some of these cams. So this is another way of getting around that. Now, what's cool about CPP, I think they make these Corvette style master brake cylinders. So they're more set up. I mean, this company here, excuse me, this company here, they got tech support you can call. They got salespeople, not one person, salespeople. I have nothing wrong with working on a one-guy shop. I mean, I support those kind of guys. You know, that's me and everybody else, you know. So I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem when I don't get a product. But big company, been around for a while. The other guy was around for a long time too. I think he got his business from his dad, and so his dad had it before him. I'm not sure with that story, but I think that's the way it went. But here's where I'm going. Here's going to be a couple of videos on this, so I can get to this. It's going to take me about another week before I get to it, because I'm working on my wife's common gear. I got the engine out of it right now. I got to change a couple of tins in the engine compartment. I got those. Going to take me about a week to finish all that, get the engine back in. I hope about a week. And then I'll get back on this guy, get this in because I want to drive this. I mean, it moves, it goes. I drove it around the block. That's when I found out that the vacuum wasn't working, because by the time I got around the block and I hit the stop signs, I was running out of vacuum to stop this thing, and I was starting to use two legs to stop it. Scary. Um, but this is going to help my problem. This is where I should have went in the beginning. I tried to save money, and it's wound up costing me money because I spent, $400 on all that vacuum added stuff that didn't work. So if I'm looking at it, where this thing's $1,000, that's costing me $1,500 because I went the other way. But right now, I don't care. I got to get this thing to stop so I can enjoy it and drive it and get to it. I got a couple of videos coming up. This is one of them. I got one that I'm going to be doing on the how to put the stencils on the back so you get the white nice letters done up. I use stencils for that, and I got a little video on that. I didn't take the video while I was putting it on, but I explain out on how I did it, which is real easy. And if you get those, it's pretty cool. Easy way of highlighting your Chevy in the back on the tailgate. But Hydroboost coming up in a couple of videos. Have a great one. Bye.